afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill that happens to be the coffee company. We've still got the wrong music, so hopefully we don't get booted off of that, but we've changed that to the Jazz Hop Cafe. Yeah, just as a quick disclaimer, if you heard anything that was a bit naughty yesterday, we apologise that, and everyone apologises for taking part. We've removed the stream just in case. Nothing, no harm was done anyway. It's just people having a laugh, and sometimes you can see it the wrong way, but it's a great time nonetheless. But secondly, I want to wish every single person that is keeping Yom Kippur tomorrow. It is Erev Yom Kippur tonight, the Day of Atonement for the Jewish people. So everyone's going to be fasting tonight for 25 hours. So anyone that is fasting tonight, safe fast. Don't do anything stupid. If you have to give up, there's no shame with giving up the fast. If you can do that and fast for 25 hours with no preparation, I mean, good on you, but no need for that. And yeah, we're just going to chill. We're going to have a wonderful time. We're going to do everything the intro isn't. And we're not going to talk about the football probably, even though we probably have to talk about the football at some point because it's that day. But hopefully everyone in the chat is doing well. Let's welcome some of the people that are here. Big up, Phil P, new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. Absolutely wonderful to have you as part of the community. And woo! Big up, Phil P. Absolutely wonderful guy. Wonderful bloke. Everyone give Phil P your love. Absolutely wonderful geezer. Big up, Amir. Big up. Good Yom Tov. Good Yom Tif. Hopefully you're going to enjoy tomorrow. If you're not doing the fast, no worry. But hopefully you have a great Yom Kippur, my friend. It's great stuff. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the festivities afterwards. And you've got to have the honey cake, surely, afterwards. Big up. Phil is then going back with, woo! And he's only here for the amateur opinions. Exactly. We are only here for the amateur opinions. We are not football scholars here. We are just a little coffee roastery with a ton of love. And we're just going to be really nice to each other and be really friendly, because that's what I want this community to be: friendship and positivity. Big up, Lisa. Hopefully you're having a wonderful morning. Hello, Lisa. Hopefully you're having a great day. Saying what an intro, morning/afternoon, Ben and chat. Yeah, it's one of the many intros I have concocted on this channel, and it's quite funny, isn't it? It's that sort of tongue-in-cheek football show thing that we don't even talk about football. Afternoon, Stuart. Good Yom Tif, Stuart. Hopefully you're going to have a good day tomorrow. If you're not fasting, don't worry again. We don't have to speak about football, do we? No, we do not. We can talk about anything we want, because this is not a football channel. This is the chill channel. We're going to listen to the Jazz Hop Cafe. We're going to play some lo-fi. And we're going to have some wonderful, wonderful times. Talk about anything you want. Movies, TV shows, jumpers, anything you want. All the nice things in life. Soft, comfortable relaxation. Buzzing to be a sub. Big up, Phil P. Stuart saying, wishing everyone is fasting. An easy fast, yes. Absolute easy fast for everyone. Big up, Nick. Saying, big up, everyone. Stell and him are on the watch along later for We Are Tottenham TV. Going to get pelters. You're going to be fine, Nick. It's going to be fun. As long as you don't play that clip you played on the Shelfside Spurs the other day, you should be good as gold. But it's going to be fun. Hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully you're going to have a great time. Big up, Nick. Big up. What's everyone been doing today? We've been waiting for the Gasport to still call me, and they still haven't called me, so I'm going to have to ring them tomorrow. again and ask, why haven't you called me for my gas contract? I need to get a gas contract, otherwise Caden are going to absolutely tear me a new one. Despite the fact it's taken them 2 years to send me this letter and I only get 2 weeks during a period where I cannot get a gas contract because no one is giving them out. But it's going to be a bit of stress. But I'm going to ring them every single day until they've given me that bloody gas contract. Otherwise, it's going to be delegated to by people that are a bit less nice than me and people that don't take no for an answer. It's probably my problem in life. I'm probably too kind to people. I'm probably too trusting and too kind. So we're going to make sure that we get that before we go to Canada next week, because we are going to Canada next week and it's going to be a lot of fun. So tying up loose ends. What has everyone been doing today? What is everyone doing? What is everyone doing? Is everyone chilling with a blanket? Because you should be chilling with a blanket. I know that's a paradox, but let's try. So just as, because it is pre-match coffees, we are drinking today a Japanese V60 with my Coffee Festival special that's quite old at this moment in time, but still tastes good. It's a blend of 2 Ethiopian coffees. I can't remember what the 2 coffees are, but they were very well received at the Coffee Festival, and it's still good now. It's just a bit old, and I need to get rid of it. But there's no sense throwing it away. Let's just drink it. Yeah. Have a great trip to Canada, Ben. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Should be fun. Afternoon, everyone. Hope you are well. Hopefully you are well as well. Are you fasting, Amir? Are you doing the old fast, or are you? I am not allowed to fast, so I'm very happy. I'm very happy. We will not be open tomorrow, just to be a bit respectful for my family, because my family will be doing the fast for the most part. My eldest brother is not, because he just doesn't care. My middle brother also doesn't care. But both my mum and my dad are both doing the fast, so we will be at home all day, probably, I don't know, chilling, watching movies. Who knows? Who knows what we will be doing? All I know is we will not be here tomorrow. We're going to respect the fast. We're going to respect the day of Yom Kippur. I don't know what everyone's opinion of this is. I was saying this the other night at the curry evening. It might be because I'm very biased, but I don't think Tottenham should be playing on Yom Kippur, personally. I think it's a bit... If they really care about the community of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, they shouldn't be playing on Yom Kippur. Just my 2 cents. I was speaking to Rez about this, and he said if they did it for Yom Kippur, they'd have to do it for every festival, which I understand. But with Tottenham, there is almost a special circumstance. But I personally think Tottenham should never play on Yom Kippur. I'm okay with them playing on Rosh Hashanah or on Tu B'Shvat or Simchat Torah or any of the festivals. Shavuos. Yom Kippur is a bit of a stretch. That's too big a day to really play football on. But that's just my 2 cents. If the club really care about the community, they should have moved the game a day. But it's all UEFA strategies, and they don't want to do stuff like that. So I understand. I've been working, but taking time out to eat and chill. Have a great day, great time with the family. Tomorrow I shall. It should be fun. My dad will probably spend most of the time, I don't know, selling car parts on eBay. Amazingly. He's not as much as a hoarder as you think he is. He's definitely a hoarder, though. Big up, Coos. Big up, big up, big up. Saying big up, Ben, an orange shirt. Bobby K will be waiting for you, covered in bacon and maple syrup. Oh, wait, that can't happen, can it? You don't like maple syrup. Well, there's a lot to dissect there. There's a load of stuff to dissect there. But yes, we will be joined by Bobby K next week. We will be hanging out. We will be seeing the friends in the Canadian area, and it's going to be great. I've never been to Canada before, never been, and I've never been on a North American trip solo. I've been to North America a few times. In terms of, I've been to California, a lot of California. I've been to Connecticut. I've been to New York. I've been to Florida. I've been to Massachusetts, the Boston area mostly, but I also went to Mystic and that area. But I've never been to North America on my own. So it's going to be it's going to be a trip. It's going to be an adventure. It's going to be a very interesting time. Looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. And we get to see the wonderful chaps that are my friend Alex. We will be seeing Brian Daigle. We will be seeing Brian Ireland. And maybe a smattering of others. We'll be seeing Bobby Kay, of course. We will be seeing Bobby Kay. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be great. But I don't even know what to do. I'm thinking I need to see when Bobby is free. He might be free at some point at the end of the week. If he's not doing a full day. Good morning, Roy. Big up, sir. Hopefully you're having a wonderful morning. Hello, Roy. Hopefully you're having a great time. Big up from across the pond. I don't know what to do in Canada. I'm literally got no idea what to do. I think they're going to take us to Niagara. So that should be fun. That'll be a bucket list checked off. You got to see Niagara, don't you? If you've never been to Canada before, you've got to have a Canadian breakfast. Yeah, just the usual stuff, really. You got to see. Have the leaves fell in Canada yet, or is it too early in autumn for that to happen? I'd love to. If the leaves have gone all orange by next week, which I doubt it, to be honest. I've seen some in. I've seen in like parts of like central USA, like what is it? Not Ohio, where but like a lot of the central states of the US have got orange leaves, so maybe it'll be Canada as well. Things to do in Canada in 1, 2, and 3 are all be neighbourly. Absolutely, you've got to be nice to people. You've got to be nice to people anywhere, but especially Canada. Oh, bloody hell, I missed it. Big up, Mr. Agambar. Big up, Chris. Hopefully you're doing well. Big up, Chris. Hopefully you are having a wonderful day. That's actually a really decent coffee. It's a bit cool now because I let it sit for a while. But really good. Really good. It hasn't lost its flavour too much. It's missing that extra 10% of the top end, a lot of the sparkliness, but it's still very tasty. What do you guys think I should do in Canada? What should I do except for go to the Scotland Yard? Apparently that's happening anyway. I don't think I've got a choice in that matter. No spoilers, but just as a question, who here has seen the latest episode of House of Dragon on Sky Atlantic? Because it was rather phenomenal. It was rather phenomenal. I watched it last night after the Tottenham away stream. Big up to the boys over at Tottenham away for inviting me on yesterday. It was a lot of fun. on that show. Some good chats were had. One troll in the audience who's really starting to annoy me, to be honest. I do not like trolls. If I ever have a stream with people on and trolls come in here and take fun of people's looks and the way they look, please let us know, because I can ban the hell out of them. Please be civil. I mean, the particular troll last night is someone I have known for a few weeks, and if he ever comes in this chat, he's getting banned immediately, because it's unacceptable. I don't like trolls. I don't like people making fun of the way people look. Everyone looks different. Everyone has their own styles. Let's all be nice to each other. Catching an NHL back. That's a good idea. Is there even a game next week? Are the Maple Leafs playing? Or any of the other ones? Hoping to watch tonight. Great stuff. Great stuff. Hopefully you can watch the game tonight. Yeah, I think it should be all right. You're able to watch the match. I'm going to watch the match, yes. I'm not fully observant in terms of... I'm not fully observant. I just respect my family's wishes. My family don't do the no electricity thing, because that's just miserable. But they do fast. I love House of Dragons. It's like the Game of Thrones final season, but it's awesome. The dialogue is insanely good. Yes, Ben, really good, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I'm not on House of Dragons. I'm still getting over the disappointment. You've got to watch it. You've got to watch it, Phil. It's so good. It's impeccable almost. It's amazing. I'm really happy with it. I mean, it's almost making me forget how bad season 8 was. Yes, there was one on Chris's channel last night trying to wind up Ryan. He got banned. If I ever see him, I'm just going to ban him. If I'm a mod, I'm just going to ban him. Just straight up. If people don't like it, yeah. I don't like people being horrible. I don't like trolls. For anyone that's on the stream, on the panel, in the chat, I want law and order it will follow. Matt Smith's performance alone makes it immensely watched. He's brilliant. He's utterly brilliant. He's an incredible actor. Incredible. Okay, I'll get on the case. It's good enough for you and Kuba. It's so good. Miss Gaguma is in the house. Lovely to see you, Miss. Everyone big up Gaguma. Absolute sunshine that she is. Hello. Hopefully you're well, Miss. We had a chat this morning over the telephone or via text. And yeah, everyone say hello to Gaguma. Absolutely wonderful human being she is. Next Thursday. Ooh. I'm going to text Brian. Yes. Hola. Everyone's saying hello. Yes. Great stuff, everyone. Everyone be nice to each other. that is the main focus of this channel and of my participation in this community. I'm just trying to make this place a nicer, happier place. That's all I care about. No, I'm not watching Andor. I used to love the NHL, but they tamed it down and lost that inherent charm of watching toothless Canadians beating each other to death with big sticks. It was a great way of just explaining it. Big up, big up. Might need to start it. I can only focus on one series at a time. I'm going to finish House of Dragon. Then I'm going to watch Rings of Power, because that's the competition at the moment. Rings of Power versus House of the Dragon, which apparently House of the Dragon is up there and Rings of Power is down there. Apparently it's just not good at all. Apparently it's like... Yeah, but we're going to watch Rings of Power. I don't know if it's any good. Rings of Power is okay, but no more than that. So that's the people I've read that have listened to it have said it's like really disappointing. Apparently it's really disappointing, which is not good to know because I was actually quite looking forward to it. But I think House of the Dragon has shown... it's shown a lot that universe of the Game of Thrones universe, how strong it is. It's so strong, and how good writing and input from the writer of the books and the lore. It's like how powerful that is for the actual person that wrote it to write a series, which is why the last season failed. If you like Star Wars, Andor is a go. Is it on Disney Plus? What streaming service is it on, Phil? It's like expecting a Ferrari and getting an Audi. Audis are good, but not a Ferrari. Exactly. That's what people have been saying, really. I might watch Lord of the Rings after the football. Disney Plus. Cool. I'm going to have to take a look. House of Dragon had a lot to live up to and has succeeded. Yes, it exceeded expectations. Exceeded it. What people thought. Like people thought it was going to be up here, and it went up here. In the performance of Matt Smith and the ladies that play Rhaenyra and Alicent, both the young version and the older versions, they're absolutely brilliant. The set design is fantastic. The Driftmark Castle, it's stunning. It's really stunning. The dialogue is excellent, beyond excellent. I couldn't speak higher about it, to be honest. I don't think I've seen a TV show that's this good for many a year. We are actually joined by a guest. So let's show display as we are joined right now by the wonderful Gaguma is here all the way from South Korea. How are you doing, miss?
Annyeong, Ben. How are you?
Annyeong.
Annyeong.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm enjoying myself. I'm chilling out. I'm in a warm hoodie, and that's all that matters.
I can see. It's nice and snuggly.
Yeah, for once. What have you been up to recently?
Oh, not much. Just watching Spurs and work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Are you looking forward to today's game?
Yes. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is going to be playing well tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to play him, but I have a feeling Decky will do really well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he's fit tonight. I think he is fit. If people in the chat can say if he's fit or not.
Then Perisic, I think Perisic will do well.
Do you reckon we will change the formation tonight, or do you reckon we will continue with the same formation?
I don't know. I have a feeling, especially after I saw a video that Conte did, or I don't know if it was press conference or something, but after I watched it, I felt like I don't think he's really going to change anything. I think he's going to stick with it. What do you think?
Apparently Decky is not fit, so he's 2 weeks. So that's a real shame. I think he will have to change it tonight. I think Frankfurt play a very similar formation to the way we play, so I think it might be a good idea to change the formation just to not play a similar system. I think Sonny's going to do well tonight because he's played in Germany before. He's played against German teams.
Yeah.
I feel like Sonny will have a point to prove tonight after a slightly disappointing game at the weekend, but the entire team played poorly at the weekend. So it's not down to him. If the team doesn't play well, he doesn't play well, in my opinion. It's what I've said on a lot of streams. But I think we will do okay tonight. It's absolutely... I think I'm positive. I'm trying to be positive as always.
Yes. I don't know. I feel like if Kane and Sonny, if they really turn up and they're really strong today, then I feel like the whole team will be lifted,
Yeah.
Especially after, our recent result. So disappointing.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they play well, then I think like everyone will follow along, you know?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. It's interesting because I think Frankfurt, they play a very good style of football. They play also quite counter-attacking football, but I think that will suit us. I think tonight, I think we're going to have more of the ball, which is worrying as well because we can't play football at the moment. But very interesting. Interesting.
I've seen them a couple times because I kind of follow Kamada. So I was watching a few Bundesliga games. Yeah. And there's another player there. I think he's not.
Yeah.
He's very good too.
Yeah. I like him because he has a similar name to me. So take out the N and it's Kauffie. So big up to him. But yeah, they've got some very decent players. They're missing Mario Götze's not playing tonight, so that's definitely a big help for us because although he's not the player he was when they won the World Cup the Germans won the World Cup in Brazil.
Yes, I remember.
He's still a very decent player, so it's good that he's not playing tonight. But they've got some good players, so we can't underestimate them. They're a good team.
Didn't they also beat? I think it was
beat Marseille.
Barcelona. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
fun.
So they're not a pushover. They're not pushovers. They're a physical team.
Mm-hmm.
Look at us talking about football on a non-footballing show. It's brilliant. But yeah, it's good that you're watching the football. How late is that? That's really late because that's what time is that
Yeah,
to kick off? It's like
it's
2 in the
pretty.
morning, right?
It's like at 4 a.m. 4
Bloody
a.m.
hell. Not acceptable.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I barely like watching Tottenham at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday, let alone 4 in the morning. So a massive
I don't
big
know.
up to you and all the Far East fans to do it. It's
It's
mad.
kind of fun once you get used to it,
Yeah.
because I'm always used to Champions League games being very late. So yeah.
I mean, if you have a nap pre-game, you should be all right, shouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also want to see the pre-game pump-up shows. Those are really fun too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who in particular watching tonight? Are you watching We Are Tottenham TV or are you watching Mr. Harris?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but usually I try to watch both of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a silly question for me because David Harris is usually the person that's hosting the We Are Tottenham TV pump ups. That's a stupid thing from me.
Yeah. Do you know who's hosting the watch along on We Are
On
Tottenham?
the We Are Tottenham TV, it is my wonderful friends Stel and Nicholas are going to be doing the watch along tonight.
Oh, nice.
So that should be a lot of fun. Yeah, so it should be spicy between them too, especially some of the antics in the last. So that's going to be really funny.
They're always fun. Mm-hmm.
I don't usually watch alongs because watching the football, I can't. What's it called? I can't focus on two things at the same time. It's a real problem.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be fun. I'll try and watch it. There will be clips.
Yes.
No solo clips. We've been talking about movies a lot. Oh, let's see what's true. Do you not watch us pre-season when it falls 3, 4? No, absolutely not. I need my sleep, Stuart. I absolutely need to sleep. So no, just no. But we've been talking about movies a lot on this show. So have you been watching any good movies recently, or are you sort of avoiding that thing?
I haven't seen many movies lately.
Yeah.
Do you have any suggestions? Anything good?
If you like Game of Thrones, I'd watch House of the Dragon. I know that's probably not your style, but it is very good.
I love Game of Thrones. Oh my gosh, I love. Mm-hmm.
So definitely watch House of the Dragon. It's really, really good.
It's a new movie or TV show?
No, TV series.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Netflix or no?
It's on Sky Atlantic and it's on HBO.
Right.
HBO. I don't know how much that is. I think you can get a free trial of it and just binge watch every single episode.
I'll definitely have to watch that. I love Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone suggests some good TV shows in the chat if you can. I can't remember any other TV shows.
Actually, I heard there's like a Lord of the Rings TV show.
There is. I haven't seen it yet. Apparently, it's a bit disappointing.
Yes.
So, but apparently it's good, but it's just not great. So I'm going to watch that when I finished Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Stel and Nicola, Harry Kane and Sonny have watched alongs on current form. Yeah. Yeah. I struggle to watch that when it falls 3 p.m. here. Sleep is involved either way. Absolutely, Cleves. Absolutely. And have you listened to the new Twice album? Because I know you're the only person that I can talk to about K-pop stuff because no one else listens to it in this community. Have you listened to the Between 1 and 2?
I've heard actually a couple of new songs, but like Celebrate or and TikTok, but I haven't heard the whole album.
Those are the Japanese album though, right? Those are the Japanese. Celebrate is definitely a Japanese. It's the Japanese one. But the new album is really, really good as well.
I have to listen to the whole thing.
They're currently doing a tour in Japan, and not a tour, but they're like visiting people, doing a lot of meetups in Japan, which is quite fun as well. Some funny videos from that scene. But yeah, definitely listen to that album. It's one of their better ones. So it's one to listen to. You can find that on all the platforms.
Do you like listen to it and dance to it too, Ben?
I don't dance to music. I've got no rhythm. It's like South Park. Jews have no rhythm. Jews have no rhythm. We don't
That's
dance.
not true.
No, I don't do that. Absolutely not. I like to sit there and just chill out. Usually it's just like comfort music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you turn it on in your coffee shop too?
Oh yeah, especially when cleaning up. Usually it's jazz until about 5 o'clock. Then we can listen to either something like K-pop, or we can listen to the usual music, which is AC/DC, which is always a good way to end the day. A bit of blues music, which I love, and everyone knows I like blues music. But the last hour, you can definitely, when there's less busy, you can start cranking up the music because people care less.
Nice.
Yeah. What's everyone's favourite work music? What's your favourite work music, Gaguma, if you ever listen to music at work?
No, I usually can't. I can, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's so funny because like I try to watch some streams live during work, in the daytime, and so like I have to put on my like earbuds or something.
Totally understandable.
So I can't really listen to music at work. No.
Big up, Chris. Evening, Graham. Hopefully you enjoyed your wedding that you went to yesterday. Hopefully it was a great time, and hopefully you enjoyed the music. There was a great band there playing yesterday, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Yeah. Crazy, really. We haven't had a chat in a while. It's been a long time since we've had a chat on a stream.
Yeah, you always have guests though over. You always have friends over at your coffee shop.
Once a week we have guests round. But we need to calm it down. It got a bit crazy yesterday. It got a bit too crazy, so we need to.
Oh really? I didn't get to see it.
We need to calm down a bit. I think we went too far over the edge, but it was fun. It was fun at the end of the day. It was a good laugh. But
who came over? Was it Kim?
Yesterday, Kim, Rez, and Kim's brother Glenn came over yesterday. So it was a bit of fun. But it was just a bit. It was a bit too much yesterday. We've got. I like a bit of quiet. It's the reason why a lot of people used to call this show Zen with Ben, because it's just quiet.
Chill.
Yeah, that's what we try and do. It's what we try and do. And people seem to like the quiet, and hopefully you're enjoying today's stream. Because I think there's been a bit too much not quiet recently.
What's your drink of choice to like chill out when you're?
Bitter. I like a pint of bitter. That goes down really nicely. That's a drink I will sit for about 3 hours on one drink and just chill out.
Bitter? I'm sorry, I don't know what that is.
Bitter is a sort of an ambery ale type of drink. It's it's really funny because it's called bitter, but it's actually really quite sweet. You got a lot of brown sugar flavor, a lot of molasses style flavor. There is a bitter aftertaste, but it's like really moreish. But they're really decent, a few bitters. And I also like a good Guinness once in a while just to chill out. There's some really good ones. What's your drink of choice for a relaxing?
When I want to chill out, usually just like barley tea.
Oh, barley tea is good. Yeah.
Yes, that's very relaxing.
Yeah. Chris can't drink bitter, apparently. No. Bitter's good, though. Bitter is really good. So I
want to try it. Sounds good.
Yeah. There's something that me and Graham always talk about. When he went up to Leeds a long time ago to watch Tottenham play, he drank coffee and biscuit stout that we're trying to find from one of those Leeds brewers up there. And it was so good, he drank 8 of them. So
Oh wow, that sounds good.
I'm really trying to look for a coffee and biscuit stout. We're really working hard on this, but there's some really tasty stouts at the moment.
Is it sweet?
It would be Graham would have to explain it, but it'd be quite dark, but it'll have a sweet taste to it, but it won't be too much because the coffee will override the sweetness effect. So it won't be like really sickly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the strength of that would be. It might be like 6% or something even less than that. Graham would, if Graham's in the chat, so if he would say what the percentage is, but some of them are really low ABV, like 4%, which are the best ones because you can sit there and just drink them and drink them and drink them. But I don't like to drink that sort of alcohol above 7% because that is just that's not fun. Yeah. Guinness with port, apparently, according to Kuva. So, yes, everyone else put your drink of choice in, unless you know a decent bitter to try. There's two. So, Feekstons of Mazan, good friends of mine, do a best bitter, which is delicious. And really good friends of us, well, I've never met them, but it's a good friend of Graham. North Down in Margate do an amazing bitter. It's called Bitter Seas. So, that's the one you should try. Like a small bit of licorice flavour on the outset, but not too much. But yeah, you're not a soju drinker, are you? I need to try soju. Apparently, it's delicious.
Oh, I can't drink like the original soju. Like it's the straight plain soju because it's just too strong.
Yeah,
but I like to drink.
Mix it, can't you?
Yes, the mixed ones. Yes, like Yakult soju. That's like a kind of yogurt soju, and what else? Lemon soju. I can drink that.
I need to try that.
Yes, it's really good.
Yeah, need to try that. Need to try. But there is. Chris would know if there are any Korean stores in London. There must be stores that sell soju at some place in London. There must be. But I've never seen it. So I'd love to try it. Need to do this as a challenge. What's the best soju?
That would be so fun.
I think it'd be the end.
There's also a drink. It's like 매실주. It's kind of like Japanese plum wine.
Yeah.
It's not as strong as soju. That's really good.
Apparently tasty as well. They
Very
always
good.
say cider, Magners or Strongbow, and then onto the bourbon. Bourbon's good. But very small doses of it.
That's like whiskey, right? Is bourbon type of whiskey?
Yeah, it's in a different barrel. It's to refer to the barrel they distill the whiskey in. It's quite moorish. It's got a bit more of an oaky taste as well, which I really like. Sometimes whiskey doesn't have that extra hit of flavour. But it's bourbon barrels. I can't remember what bourbon barrels are made out of. I can Google it quickly. Let's have a look. This is why Google is our friend. Bourbon barrels.
Wow, Ben, you know a lot about drinks, not just coffee.
That's just a real problem. In this industry, you've got to know about all different types of drink, whether it's wine, whether it were whiskey or tea. I love tea. I've really become a tea drinker.
Me too.
As well. Tea is really good. It's I've been singing the praises of my favorite chocolate tea recently, which is chocolate tea is amazing.
I have to try it.
Yeah.
What's the name? Is there a specific brand I should try?
I think I've got a brand that I really like, which is called Moxie.
Moxie?
Where is the thing?
Hi, Roy.
It's called Moxie Tea, and it's from the Lake District. But they're a really small company, so that's why I really like it. It's really, but there is probably a better tea maker in your neck of the woods than here. But you guys over there do tea so much better than us. So much better. Which is one
English are known for their tea.
we are, but we're not. We're good for rubbish tea.
No.
We're known for rubbish tea. But there are some really good tea makers now. Stout I had was 6%, so just about on the edge. Jack Daniels, or if I can, Maker's Mark. Interesting. Bourbon is all you need. It has to be aged in oak barrels. There you go. Hello, Ben and Kaguma from Roy. Hello, Roy. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. I've tried Ben's chocolate tea. It was good. It's really good. I need to order more of it.
Nice.
Main difference between bourbon and whiskey is the grain, as bourbon is made from 51% corn. There you go.
And Sir James would know because he's in corn country, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Or Iowa. I'm sorry. I think it's Iowa.
Yeah. So that's good. I love a bourbon. I have a 10-year-old bottle for bourbon in the cupboard from Buffalo Trace Distillery, America's oldest distillery. That sounds great. That's brilliant. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Roy is asking, do you like make goli?
Makgeolli.
Butchered that.
You know what? That's so fun. It's like a fermented rice.
Yes.
Rice spirit. And a lot of girls drink it these days, or women drink it these days for like the beauty effects of the probiotics and stuff. I like it. It's okay.
Yeah. Ben is waiting for me to visit his coffee shop, trying to get a trip to England next year. I would love to welcome you here, Roy. You're always welcome, sir.
Nice.
Yes, Iowa at the university. It's a great.
That's right.
If anyone has any questions for Kaguma, please send them in. There's 13 people in the chat, so please hit that like button, and thank you all for watching. It's just we're having a chill stream today. We're no madness, no arguing. It's wonderful. Too many arguments recently. Too many arguments. Let's all be nice to each other. I think the entire comment section is going to be swamped with questions now. I was talking to you earlier about because I would love to visit South Korea next year. Is there anyone you would recommend or going to South Korea?
Do you mean like sites to visit or things to do?
Just in general. In
general, there's so many places.
Yeah.
And things to do. I think it kind of depends. Like if you want to see historic things, there's a lot of things in Seoul. Like the palaces and shopping, good shopping.
Yeah.
And definitely food.
Yeah.
If you're a foodie, then this is like foodie heaven.
Yeah, I really need to try some Korean street food. I mean, there's what is it called? There's a channel called Yummy Boy. I don't know if you've ever seen Yummy Boy, but they mostly do Korean street food. And my God, does that look good?
Oh, actually, I think I've seen it. He does like compilation, or like he just shows them making the food on the street, right?
That or ASMR as well. It's just like really relax. It's one of my favorite channels ever. It's just so relaxing. It's so good.
If you come, I'll take you to take you for the good street food and stuff. There's so many.
I'm leaving now. But yeah, I'm definitely looking to try and go next year. It's definitely a plan on the cards.
Especially if you come in spring or early summer.
Yeah.
Very nice weather, so it's perfect.
Amir is saying hello to you, so big up, Amir.
Hi, Amir. Hey.
Wonderful chap. Yeah. Would you recommend going to Busan as well? I think I butchered that pronunciation as well.
Busan. Oh, yes. If you like the ocean and you like seafood.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I don't know. I think for the first time, if you're coming for the first time, maybe it's better to stay in Seoul and maybe kind of the outlying areas.
Yeah. Chris is saying we're on our way. Yeah, Chris, you're coming with as well.
Yes,
I
Chris, too.
I don't know how to organise it because there are so many people would like to come with. I know Rez and Kim were saying they'd like to come with as well. And
Oh, really?
I don't know how we'd organise that, whether we organised it through the Tottenham Supporters Trust, because I think there is a supporters trust in Korea, because there should be. If there isn't a supporters trust in Korea, I think that's mad. But
Yes,
we
I
will
didn't
find a
know
way,
that. Hmm.
because it'd be nice to be at like although because if I was going personally just on my own, I don't want to book for a thing. Just as I was telling you earlier about going to Japan, I want to
Hmm.
do what I want. But if I'm with a load of people,
Right.
it's nice to like book like sightseeing things. You all know where you're going, and there's no
Hmm.
disorganisation. But we've got to go. Roy is saying my last trip to Seoul was in 2005. Too long. You got to go back. Got to go
You
back.
know, if you're okay with it, there's like I remember when my friends visited. Oh, it was a while back, but I'm sure they still do it. But they have, like really good packages for like day tours, and they take you to
Yeah.
like the most fun, exciting, and like
Mm-hmm.
you know best places to go around Seoul, and it's very
Yes.
condensed,
Yeah.
so you can see a lot of things. I
Yeah.
can look into it for you if you want.
That would be lovely. That would be really,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely not a dream. It's definitely something I want to do. As I've told you many a time, I still want to go to Japan, but Japan is impossible.
Right.
It's so difficult to get there. If you just want to go there on a holiday, you've got to book through a government website. You've got to go to all the touristy places, and I do not like touristy places because
Mm-hmm.
usually they're rubbish. But especially probably because I've had my opinion shaped by Italy, where all the touristy places in Italy are rubbish. They are absolutely terrible. So I want to go to
I
where the
think
locals go.
everything there is
Local
so
food.
beautiful, though.
That's where I want to go. There is also a K-drama tour as well. My wife
Yes,
wants to
I
go.
heard about that.
Is there a K-pop tour? That's what I want to do.
I'm sure there is.
Bet there is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that'd be fun. Go to all the sites where they film in K-pop videos. I mean, I think that's definitely a thing.
I'm sure they would have that.
Yeah.
Go to like the headquarters of,
Yeah.
JYP and like.
That place is like a fortress, though. They don't let people in there.
Mm.
That place is a fortress, as it should be. As it should be.
It's fun though, like when you watch those videos on YouTube of them
Yeah.
dancing, like the rehearsals.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Yeah, they're great. People in the chat, please send Gaguma and myself some of your questions if you've got any questions. I know it's a bit silly for me. I should already have questions prepared, but I am useless. So I just do this on the fly. So let us know.
Where's Roy from?
Roy is from New York City, I believe.
Ah, nice. New
It's
York.
one of my favourite parts of the world, New York. It's a very, very different, very incredible city. It's a great place to visit. I don't know if you've ever been to New York.
Yes, I've been there before. Mm-hmm.
New York's incredible. Chris Cowlin did a Squid Games crawl when he was there during the Tottenham tour over. Oh, God. I still haven't seen Squid Games. It just doesn't interest me at all.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No, it just doesn't interest me. I'm from upstate New York. My apologies, sir. Best place for kimchi? That's a good question.
Probably grandmother's house.
Correct answer.
Actually, I feel like kimchi is always best. Like, there's some restaurants that have really good kimchi.
Yeah.
But usually from the countryside, anything that's like handmade from countryside kimchi is usually good.
Great stuff. Afternoon, Paddy. Afternoon, sir. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day as well. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the game later as well.
Hi, Patty.
One of my aunts is from Seoul, and her kimchi is dynamite.
See, there you go. Mm-hmm.
You've got to have homemade, don't you?
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing about chicken soup. You can't have anyone else's chicken soup but your own mother's. It's a real problem. Big up Gaguma's Big up Gaguma's grandmother.
Yes.
Absolutely. family always make the best food, in my opinion. I don't know what your opinion on this is, but it's definitely a thing, isn't it? That they just know where they just know how to make food for the soul.
I think it's also like family, definitely, but like 손맛, how do you say in English? Hand taste, like the
Yeah,
love from the hand that
yeah,
goes into the food.
yeah.
Yes.
What is the best meal you've ever eaten?
That's so hard. You mean
Yeah,
Korean food?
interesting. Anything.
Anything?
Yeah, it's a hard question.
That's so hard.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Give you a couple of seconds, but it's just like very difficult because there are some very great places. One of the places I went to in New York City, it's called Keen's Steakhouse for anyone that's in the New York area. A lot of people have been there because it's very famous. That's a really good steakhouse. That is a really, really good steakhouse. And the experience is great. It's called Keen's, Keens. Keen's. It was a place back in, I think it was 100 years ago, maybe slightly more. But it was like a smoking club as well as a steakhouse. So you would bring your own pipe would be at the steakhouse, and they would give you your special pipe if you were a member.
Oh,
So
wow.
they've got all the old pipes from like presidents, and it's a brilliant place. It's a really good steakhouse. It's one of the best for anyone that's ever been there. Really good.
So do they smoke their pipe
No,
after the
anymore.
steak?
They've got. They used to smoke back in America's got very strong no smoking rules in restaurants.
Yes.
Depends on the restaurant though. Paddy is saying, "Hey, Gaguma, this is a really interesting chat. Both of you should try bacon and cabbage with potato. I don't usually eat bacon, but I definitely want to give that a go."
Is that like baked potato?
I believe it is, or
That
mashed.
sounds good.
Cabbage is good.
I love cabbage. Yes, I love
Bacon and cabbage together is apparently really good, but with potato as well. But everyone in the chat, give your favourite meal you've ever. It can be one you've made at home. It can be one that's been made for you by loved ones, or your favourite meal you've eaten out. Drop your favourite meal in the chat, just as a laugh, and we will read them out to see what they're up. There are some good ones.
You know what? I think I remember. Where was it? I don't know if it's like a meal, or actually it was. I think one of the most delicious things I had was in Israel. I
Yeah,
forgot the name. I think it was like tomatoes, shakshuka.
shakshuka.
Yes, that was so delicious. Yes,
Yeah.
I love that. So good with the eggs and that's really
That's a
good.
staple in my family. It's a staple in a lot of our cuisine, even though that's not necessarily our. It's more Amir if he's still in the chat. It is more Mizrahi rather than Sephardi cuisine, but that's delicious. There's a
That's
place in
really
Yaffo
good.
that does a really good shakshuka. There's a really good one. When
And
was the
there's
last time you went to Israel? Must have been a long time ago, right?
I think it was like probably 6 years ago. Yeah, 6 or 7 years ago was the last time I've been there. I love Tel Aviv. It's the
It's one of the
best.
best cities in the world.
I just love the country, but especially Tel Aviv is so fun.
Tel Aviv is incredible. As next time you go there, now you know Amir, who is a tour guide, and Amir's he's one of the business, so he can show you everything. Amir's a wonderful bloke.
Nice.
So definitely, if you're ever out there, go with Amir. Amir is the guy. Have you seen the vloggers Jin and Hattie? When they meet the Spurs players, she's English and married to Jin, a Korean, and they live in Seoul. They're vloggers. I've never seen them actually. I mean, that must be pretty good if they've met the Spurs lot. I just love food in general, especially Asian and Indian food. That's great stuff. I'm a big fan of Japanese food recently, but Italian is always my favourite.
I love Japanese food.
Yeah. No, it's boiled potato with the bacon and cabbage. Boiled. Interesting. That's interesting.
Oh, wow.
That's very interesting. Favorite lazy full day food: rigatoni, sausage, peppers, onions, lots of garlic with red sauce, mountain of mozzarella cheese, and put it in the slow cooker.
That sounds so good.
That's lazy comfort food. That's lazy comfort. That's some good stuff. For sure, Guguma, come and see me. Absolutely.
Yes, Amir. Next time I'll come and see you.
Yeah. I think the best thing I've eaten over there's a place called Meat and Eat on Tel Aviv Pier. It's one of the only kosher steakhouses. I know there's a few of them actually, but this one's one of the better ones. That's a really good steak restaurant that's a really good steakhouse for Israel. There's not many, but that one's really good. I promise you the best shakshuka ever. Great stuff, Amir.
Yay, nice.
Shakshuka is more Mizrahi cuisine, isn't it, Amir? It's not Sephardi. Just as a question mark. I always thought.
Ben, have you tried? Just going back to your question. I'm sorry, I have another one that I have to say.
Yeah.
I think it's called laksa noodles.
Laksa, yeah.
That's really good. The spicy type.
Yeah.
That's really good. I had that, I think, like in Malaysia a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. Great stuff. There is a Greek chicken broth soup with macaroni and grated halloumi. My mum's soup game mega strong. If you aren't well, that would sort you out. Soul food at its finest. Whoa! I can't do that anymore. I've done it too many times. Chicken soup is the best. What is the Korean form of chicken soup? Because everyone has their own chicken soup.
Yes.
The greatest soup ever.
Samgyetang. It's chicken soup with ginseng. Stuffed inside the chicken. Yeah. And also with glutinous rice inside the chicken.
Oh, yeah.
And you have it in the summertime because it's so humid, people get tired and your energy goes away. So if you have samgyetang, then your energy is revigorated. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. You might have to send me that. I'm gonna give that a go. Kuva is saying lamb madras or chili con carne are my two go-to foods, but a juicy steak the size of a small island, covered in garlic butter, chasseur sauce or peppercorn can never be turned. That's a great.
Wow.
That's a feast. That is a feast.
Lisa
is saying, Mum's Thanksgiving dinner that I finally get to eat next month after so many years. And grandmother's chicken and grandma's make the best. It's a shame I never had grandparents to make this food because that just sounds bloody delicious. But I think amazingly, all the cooks in my family are usually men. It's my mum that was the first real female cook in my family. It's bizarre.
Oh wow! What's her specialty?
Chicken soup. Chicken soup with canadles, lokshen, which is noodles, and what we call kreplach, which is it's a meat-filled dumpling, which is pretty tasty as well if you like that. Anything Ashkenazi Jewish cuisine, my mother is very, very decent at, except for maybe chulent. My mum doesn't make chulent, which is a very slow cooked. It's a beef joint. You cook it really slowly, like over 24 hours.
In the Jewish tradition, when they make chicken soup, is there any special herb that you put in there?
No herbs go in there. It's just the chicken carcass, onion, carrots, celery, a bit of chicken stock powder, because you get the chicken stock powder as well, which is just full of MSG, which is where all the flavor comes from. And you cook it for about 6 hours, and then you get the matzo ball dumplings, and you roll them and you stick them in, and they puff up like massive balloons.
Wow.
Chicken soup is the best. It's like the simpler, the better when it comes to chicken soup, because you don't want to. There's enough flavor in the chicken. I don't like places that like to overcomplicate chicken soup. It's got to be simple.
That's true.
There's but if you want to spice it up, you can spice it up, but it doesn't need to. It Doesn't need to be. But very much so, my mother's chicken soup is quite legendary.
Nice.
That will, as long as she writes down that recipe, I don't care. But she keeps it very close to her.
It's a
She don't
secret.
tell anyone.
Top secret.
Yeah, top secret. Someone's going to need to know that recipe eventually. To make it. Chris is saying that sounds good. That chicken soup you were talking about, and love dim sum. Dim sum is good.
Dim sum. Me too.
Dim sum is good. Bob is saying, big up, you beautifully average looking people. Big up, Bob. Hopefully you're having a great day at work. Big up, sir. Drop us your favourite dinner, Bob. I know you've got a few great dinners you like to talk about. There's some great food. And not everyone in the chat has put your favourite foods. I want to know your favourite food, Amir, because you come from the same neck of the woods. Need to know everyone's favourite foods. Otherwise, Gaguma's going to be very disappointed. I love my own chili. I use Scotch bonnets for myself and wife. The kids have jalapenos. Scotch bonnets are too strong for them, so I tend to make 3 lots as my wife has soya mince as she is pescatarian. That sounds good.
That sounds so good. I love hot chilies.
Yeah,
I want to try
good.
it.
Hot chili is
that sounds good.
There's a couple of good hot dog places that make a good chili as well in Korea, though, right? There's some really good ones.
I don't know. I haven't had really good chili here.
I don't know if I'm confusing. Again, Yummy Boy is where I've seen this stuff. So I assume it's somewhere in Korea. And Bob, don't you start, Bob.
Doing stuff, so you probably know better than me if you've seen it on Yummy Boy.
I just need comfort videos in the evening, so I just stick food videos on. There's some great videos on that Yummy Boy channel. I'm big fan. Also followed by, I don't know if you've ever watched there's a guy called Solo Travel Japan, but he goes on Japanese trains and it's got no sound and it's amazing. It's brilliant.
Oh, does she just show her traveling?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's a guy actually, but it goes through like snowy weather in Japan. It's the most brilliant channel.
What is it called?
Solo Travel Japan. It's really good. I'll send you the link afterwards.
Okay, sounds good.
It's really, anything that's relaxing is great. But you still haven't given your favourite dish, Gagu. I know it's a difficult question. It's a very difficult question.
I can't decide, or maybe I can't remember. Yeah. Maybe it's yet to come then.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's yet to
one you haven't tried yet. All Jewish mums' chicken soup are kept secret. Absolutely. It's a real problem. I need to know this. Because eventually I'm going to have to make my own chicken soup. And that's a real problem to even think about. I don't even want to think about it. I cannot live without it. It's one of those, if I come home on a Friday and there's no chicken soup, I get really angry. It's my problem. But
I'm sure your girlfriend or your wife would make it for you.
I get one of those firstly, Gaguma. That's a real problem.
You will.
I need to leave the house firstly. That's an even bigger problem. But yeah, there needs to be good chicken soup is definitely the thing. I talk about this with Kiva a lot. There's nothing better than chicken soup. There's nothing better than it.
They call it the Jewish penicillin, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Have you tried making it yourself, Ben? If I try making it in my house by myself, my mother will slap me and say, "No, this is my job." She will say, "Get back on the PlayStation. This is my job." It's like I don't know if you watch Family Guy, Gaguma, but when Peter and Chris went shopping once for groceries, and they came back and she threw cans at them and said, "This is my job."
Family Guy? What is that? I'm sorry, I don't know it.
The TV show, the cartoon.
I haven't seen it before.
Yeah. It's a good TV show, or it used to be. Yeah, if I make chicken soup in my house, my mum will kill me. It's not allowed. This is her house. She makes it. But eventually it will happen.
Baboon milk. Bob's
Yeah.
sperm.
Eventually she'll just tell me, oh, you've got to make it because I'm coming home from somewhere and I'm not home. But it will be, can't be too difficult, right? But one of the things I'm really interested in is tteokbokki. I need to try tteokbokki. I don't think there's a good tteokbokki place in London.
Tteokbokki.
Yeah.
The rice cake, right?
Yeah.
You know what? No, actually, there's this channel. I'm sure you know already. The Englishman, Jolly. I think it's either called Jolly or Englishman in Seoul. I forgot who he is, but he opened like a shop, like a Korean food shop in London.
Yeah.
Was it tteokbokki? Actually, maybe I'm wrong. I think he made like toast sandwich. Never mind.
Yeah.
When you come to Seoul, I'll take you to the best.
Eat all these things. And I've got to see the difference between ramyun and ramen. I think there's not really a difference, but ramyun is delicious as well.
Oh, I think like Japanese ramen, I think it's very different from like what we have usually in Korea with ramyun.
I think it's much spicier, the Korean ramyun, isn't it? It's much spicier.
Here it's more like, because Japanese ramen, like the traditional one, it's very thick broth, boiled for a long time, with the pork knuckles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But here, when we think of ramen, it's more kind of like convenience food, right? The instant one.
Because you like, obviously I've seen videos of people going to the Han River and there's obviously a convenience store and there's just an entire and everyone just has ramyun looking like that's brilliant. Needs to add that in, but there was no such thing as because I've seen many times, what's it called? Like you have like self-service like ramyun and ramen shops in Korea and Japan, but that would never exist in London. People just steal it all. Needs to be a lot nicer. The Korean Englishman is the channel.
Right, that's the one.
Yeah. Not as good as in the past. Hard to get good boilers. Used to have the eggs before the shell is formed. Delicious, great stuff. He gave Korean barbecue to English footballers and high schoolers. YouTube video is entertaining, great stuff.
Yes, it's fun.
Mr. Bobby K is in the house. Big up, Bobby. Hopefully you're well.
Good to see you, Bobby.
Hopefully you're having a great morning, sir. And hopefully, if you went to work, hopefully you had a great day at work. Kauffie say, my eldest son is teaching himself both Korean and Japanese, just in case there's an opportunity to go over to that part of the world.
Wow.
We intend to try as much street food as we can, except for blowfish. Need to go. We need to do that.
That's wonderful, Kuva.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a very difficult language to learn. So the quicker you can learn it, the better. And Bobby is giving you the blue hearts. Big up, Bobby.
Big up, Bobby.
Yeah, I don't know how difficult it would be to learn Korean at my age. I reckon I could do it.
Of course, yeah.
There's tons of YouTube videos. Loads of YouTube videos, but it's not the same. Got to figure it out.
The alphabet is very simple.
Yeah.
So as long as you get that down first, I'm sure you could do it.
Perhaps we could get a group discount to go to. We've got to do it, Chris. We've all got to go. We've all got to go. Bobby K moonlights at annoying Man United channels. I see you, Bobby. Big up, right? But yeah, that would be really fun if we can do a Tottenham YouTube trip to Korea as a group. I think that could be a lot of fun. Chris is learning basic Albanian and Romance. I bet that's fun.
Oh, wow.
I need to relearn Ivrit. I've got to relearn Hebrew and Ivrit. And also, I want to learn Yiddish at some point, because that's a language I'd love to be able to speak fluently. That's it. It sounds like for the most part.
I'm sorry, did you say Hebrew and what was the second language?
Ivrit is modern Hebrew, so that's what they speak in Israel. And then Yiddish is like the Eastern European equivalent. But we all speak different dialects anyway, so I'd have to just try and learn it. But Ivrit is I used to learn it, but I've completely forgot it all.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I can remember is the alphabet, and that's about it. And I can remember hello. It's helpful. Roy is saying, when is the best time of year to go to Korea? I think you said the spring and the late spring, early summer.
Yes, late spring, early summer. Mm-hmm. The weather is the nicest then.
Yeah. Big up, Nightbot. It's big up, Bobby. Yeah. It's definitely something we need to plan next year. We're going to try and do it. Even if I have to go alone, but I think I might actually enjoy it if I go on my own.
Do you like to travel alone, Ben?
I don't travel alone usually. The only place I've gone alone is to Italy, but that's because I can speak Italian for the most part. Very basic
Italian, Ben? That's so cool.
I had to teach myself because the majority of people I worked with were Italian, and if they're working with you, most of the time they're talking behind your back. If you don't speak their language, so I had to learn it.
Oh,
but
no.
My son says Japanese is a lot easier to learn than Korean, but we're both having fun testing each other. Great stuff.
Nice.
I might start that. I wonder if there's an app on the iPhone where you can teach yourself Korean. There must be. I'm going to look that up.
There's a lot of language apps. Mm-hmm.
Whether it's what's it called, Duolingo, or one of those ones.
If you learn Japanese or Korean, we could practice, or we could speak with each other, Ben. You can practice with me.
Woohoo! And also, I can actually listen to half the Korean music I actually watch, and I don't have to use subtitles anymore. It'd be brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
The subtitles are good. There's plenty of apps. Yes, I'm going to download one of them. I'm going to see. Thank you so much, Bobby, for donating the £2. That's really lovely of you. Thank you so much, Bobby. Everyone give Bobby a big up. Thank you, buddy. I look forward to seeing you next week in Canadian land. And I sent a message to Brian, Bobby, but Lisa said there is a Maple Leafs game next Thursday. So how difficult will it be to go, and how expensive would it be? Because I'd like to go. That'd be fun.
That's hockey, right?
Hockey, yes.
I've never been to a hockey game. Ice
Yeah.
hockey. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I really want to go to a hockey game.
What are the big hockey teams in Canada? I know
The Maple Leafs, the Raptors. I can't remember the other ones, but there's a few. Greg, can you calm that? Let's not. What's it called? Say all English people are. There are drunkards from every country, so
yes.
Please respect people's cultures. It's so funny hearing Koreans who live in the UK speak with a British accent yet speak Korean perfectly. Absolutely. He said big up one. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Live hockey games are fun. And Chris is saying the Mighty Ducks and their flying V formation. Big up the Mighty Ducks. Ben, you mean the USA? Oh, God. The Raptors are baseball. I don't know anything about hockey. Sorry. At least I knew the Maple Leafs. There are too many different American teams and Canadian teams as well. I don't know all of them. The Raptors are butt. Sorry.
Speaking of Canada, do you think they have a better World Cup team than USA? Because I've heard it a bit. Canada, are they good?
I think the US are slightly better than them because they've got more experience. But I think the Canadian team is really decent this year. And of course, they've got Alphonso Davies in their team. So they've got some good players, the Canadians. But I think Davis plays as a striker instead of left wing back. So it's funny. They've got some players.
Yeah.
they've got a player that we should have. I think there's a striker, I can never remember his name, but they've got a player we should have at Tottenham. So there's some good Canadian footballers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Scott M will be happy. Twin will be happy.
Big up, Scott M. I'm surprised he's not here today. Where is he? Big up, Scott. Always welcome here. I think he's working now. He's working now, which is a bit of a shame.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see him later on the stream.
He can no longer work from home, which is a shame.
He's busy, huh?
Toronto Maple Leafs, Ottawa Senators, Calgary Flames, the Vancouver Canucks, Edmonton Oilers, to name a few. How come USA have 2 teams, God? Stuart, calm it down, sir. Big up, Stuart. Big up. But yeah, that's going to be fun. I'd like to go. That'd be fun. I've been to a baseball game. I watched the Boston Red Sox a long time ago. But that was fun.
Me too. I've seen them play too.
You forgot the game. Bloody hell, Cuba.
Gary Glitter.
Oh, God. No, Gaguma, don't be corrupted by Cuba's bile. Calm down, Cuba. Calm down. Big up, Keith. But yeah, Boston Red Sox, that was fun. Baseball's great.
Mm-hmm.
Winnipeg Jets, that's all of them. Montreal Canadiens, great stuff. Everyone's laughing. Is there any sports you would like to go and watch? Have you ever seen other sports other than football?
Baseball. I've seen baseball games.
Yeah.
It could be because baseball is the most popular sport here.
Yeah.
So it's fun to go to a game, and I've seen them in the US too.
Yeah.
Basketball games are really fun. I love basketball games. But especially in America, the basketball games I really, really think they're fun.
There's one thing I need to do. It's very difficult to get tickets to basketball now because the arenas are smaller. But definitely need to go to a basketball game at some point. But there's only so much time in the world. Only so much time. Call me when you're free. I will call you in a bit, sir, when we finish the stream. So anything?
I also love tennis. Tennis is fun too.
Yeah, tennis is good. I was annoyed that my dad got to see. I know he didn't because he pulled out the game. He went to the Wimbledon, the latest Wimbledon. So that's fun.
Oh, fun, nice.
Yeah, Korean baseball is a treat to watch. Chima, fried chicken and beer. Absolutely, fried chicken and beer is always fun.
Chima, yes, it's really good.
Yeah. Loved playing basketball at school. Couldn't do the dunk shots though. Yeah, neither could I because I was too short. But Bobby K, when you're free, why not just call you Bobby K? Yep. Raptors and Maple Leafs share an arena, same number of seats. Great stuff. Wimbledon would be a treat for sure. Yeah, Wimbledon's good, especially if you get to be hosted by someone and you can just eat strawberries and cream all day. That's great fun.
That sounds fun.
Strawberries and cream is good.
Is that like Eton mess?
No, just strawberries and cream. That's the Wimbledon thing. They usually just strawberries with double cream. That's all you need. It's very good. It's very tasty. Very simple, but Eton mess is amazing as well. Eton mess is when you've got meringue in there as well.
Yes, that was very good.
Yeah, Eton mess is delicious. Chris likes water polo. Oh, but hard to keep the horse's head above water. Big up, Chris. Handball. Handball looks a lot of fun.
Handball, yes. I've never tried it, but it looks fun when I see it on TV.
Yeah. Always looks good at the Olympics when they play handball. But finally, Gaguma, we are about to wrap up the stream. Where can we find you, miss? where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Instagram and Twitter, and yeah, that's just a simple answer, really. Are you going on any other shows in the next few weeks? I know Persuasion's on tomorrow.
Yes, I'll probably be on Persuasion with Eugene.
Yeah.
And on THFC Rants.
Yeah.
With me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stuart.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everyone get over to Gaguma's Instagram page because, as you know, Gaguma's the loveliest person on the planet and you should follow her, otherwise it will make her upset. So follow Gaguma. But yeah.
Thank you for having me, Ben. It was fun.
Always welcome. Always welcome, Miss. It's always good to have a nice chat with someone that isn't.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And everybody in the chat. I hope you had fun too.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a fun show today. Great to have a chat with someone that's nice. Tomorrow we will not be streaming because it is Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement for the Jewish people. So yeah, so everyone head over to Persuasion TV tomorrow afternoon and join over Eugene whilst I take a day to reflect on the last year and maybe some of the things that I shouldn't have done, but have done, but then have to apologise for. So get over there. And Bobby is asking, when is Gaguma honouring us at the Free Spurs Boys?
Oh, I'd love to. Yes. Be my honor. Mm-hmm.
If you don't have Bobby's number, I will share that number with you. So that'll be fun. This was fun time to the nicest people around. Have a great evening, day all. Big up, James. Thank you so much for watching. And Gaguma posts beautiful pics on Instagram. Yes, she does.
Gracias.
Always makes you smile. So thank you, all of you, so much for watching today's show. We will be back Thursday afternoon at 2 p.m. And we will probably be on Shelfside that evening as well, if because Rez said he might be asking me. Who knows? If he invites me, great. If he doesn't,
yay, Shelfside.
Big up Shelfside Spurs show. And thank you all so much for watching today's show. And as always, if you smell what the cough is brewing, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you later. Annyeong.
Annyeong.
Bye.